Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and I have got 10, I believe it is, of the Traveler's Notebook journals that are ready for inserts and pockets and tags and all of that kind of stuff. So I'll show you the outsides of them real quick. This is a new paper collection that we just got in today, and I had to make a couple out of that. I love it. And then this is Susan's paper. I'm going to call this one In Flight. This one, I'll probably just call Postal because it's got Postal on there. This one we're going to call Rose. This one I'm not sure what I'll call. But we'll name them all and put them up. You know, you guys was going to name that one for me, and I haven't got to check all the emails, or all the messages. So, and then this one, isn't that pretty? Mother and Child's what that one's going to be. But, so we got those, and now I'm going to make some pockets and tags to go in them. And I've just cut a few little templates. When I'm going to make lots of pockets and tags, I go ahead and cut a few templates, and then that way, when I get ready to cut a tag, I can just put it under here and cut it, and I don't have to measure and go all over the whole process again. So I've got a side tuck pocket. I've got a pocket that's going to be a little expandable pocket, so I cut that a little wider. I've got a tag for this one, and then a smaller tag for that one. So that's going to get us for a little while. And what I'm going to use is just some of the scraps that we had left over. These are some of the backings of the paper pad that we had left over, and I'm going to use those to back the paper. Now, I'm going to use the paper that I use to cover the journals. So this journal right here is going to be some tags and things from this. So I'm going to kind of coordinate them the best I can. So I think I'm going to make one tag down here and then maybe one from up here. I think it'll be wide enough for the smaller one. So before let's see, no, I can do that. Okay. I'm just going to glue this to that. And I've had lots of people say that that's a shiny paper. Do you have any trouble gluing to the shiny paper? And I don't. Not with my art glitter glue or my Barely Arts glue. I don't have any trouble. And I wanted to give you guys an update on the Barely Art. We are out, and we just ran out completely today, but we've been out of a lot of the sizes for a while now. And the thing is, Barely Arts is having trouble getting bottles to put their glue in. So, I don't know when we'll be able to get more glue. They said a couple of weeks maybe. So, the best thing to do is keep your eye out. I think we've got one. No, I don't even think we've got that now. It must have sold already. Keep your eye out, and we'll try to announce as soon as we can get some back in stock. I love it, love it, love it. I would be using it right now, but I don't have my little bottle filled up. So as soon as I fill my bottle up, I'll be using it too. To me, I can go back and forth on the art glitter glue or the Barely Arts. The only difference that I have seen so far is the Barely Arts doesn't doesn't warp your paper when you use vellum. So, and art glitter glue does. It kind of makes it curl. So I try to always use my Barely Arts when I'm using vellum. And I love my vellum, you know that. Isn't that pretty? That's a pretty tag right there. Now, while I am at that point, I'm going to go ahead and make the little side tuck pocket, because I need to make sure that this is going to fit down in there before I go very far. And I think it will. I don't think we'll have any trouble with it at all. Let's see. We could make it this way. That would be fine, probably. Yeah, let's just make one like that. We could. These little leaves are going to run sideways, but we're not going to have but one or two of those on there. So that's not going to be a problem. Oh, and I also wanted to show you guys our shirts. I need to do that too. Okay. So that one is going to glue down just like that. And I'll probably stitch or something around this just to kind of separate it from the tag. So I need to show you our new shirts. I need to show you that, and then whatever else. What else was I going to show you? Seems like I had something else in my mind that I was going to show you today too. I want to put a backing paper on that. Yeah, I can probably use this. You can write on that, so we'll just use a piece of this. We've sold quite a few of the shirts, probably over half, but we've still got a few left. We don't have any mediums left. I can't believe that the mediums went so fast. But we don't have any of the mediums left, so I have ordered more of those. And we have, I think, one 3X, and then we have quite a few of the other sizes. And this is just the kind of the way that I cover my tags and things, because I don't see any need in measuring over and over and over again and cutting and all that kind of stuff. So just to make you a little template out of, just get a piece of chipboard or a piece of cereal box or something. Decide what size template you need, and I just measured my width of my little books, traveler's notebooks. And then I just made sure, let me open this one up. And then I just made sure that this was going to fit in there, which it does. And then this is going to slide right down in there like that. Isn't that going to be pretty? So that's what I do. To me, that's easier than trying to work it out the other way by measuring. I don't like to measure, so if I can measure one time and get it all done, that's what I like to do. Now, for the toppers and all of that, I'll probably make the toppers on another video. Right now, I'm just going to make these and set them aside. So I'm going to make another tag with this, and I'm just going to use a piece of this. These backings that come on your paper packs, they're the best thing to make tags, to put on the inside of your tags, to make them nice and strong, because they're not real thick, but they've got just enough thickness that it'll make your tag strong, and it won't be, limp and limber and bend every time you try to slide it in and out of your pocket. So I always save all those. I never throw those away. Now, if my hubby sees them laying around, he'll throw them away. But I've threatened his life a few times, and he started being better about that. No. He's pretty good about asking me, do I need to use it before he throws anything out, because he knows that I try to use just about everything. If I can reuse it and upcycle it, I figure that's just that much less that goes in the landfill. Did I cut that one right? Yeah. Okay, I was just going to cut a few out of this while I was at it. Then we can just cover them in some different papers. And I'm going to move over a little bit. No, I won't have to. There we go. I don't have to move over because that'll be right there. And I don't mark it or anything. I just hold it with my hand and cut it. There's another. And then this should be just wide enough, and it is, to make one more. Cool. Now I'm going to put my little template over there. And hopefully I will get this video uploaded tonight. We're having some major issues around here with our internet, and well, I don't know if it's the internet or if it's just the weather or the heat or if it's YouTube or what, but it's taking forever to upload videos. It may be a YouTube thing because I haven't really noticed that my internet's been doing too much. We did have a outage the other day for a while, and it seems like since then we've had a few little problems, but I've got to call them tomorrow and see if it's a problem on that end, on the Spectrum end, or if it's just a YouTube thing, because I can't afford for my internet to be slow. And then we run about 5 computers a day from here, so we need fast internet. Okay. So there is that, and I'm not going to throw away that little piece. It can go in my scrap pile. So what have you guys been up to? Talk to me while I'm doing this. Let me know what's going on in your world, in your neck of the world. I like to know what's going on in all parts of the country. I hope all of you are well. Nobody's sick. We're doing good around here. Mr. Witt's back to his normal self. And all the kiddos seem to be doing good. We've got to have Brooklyn. I have to tell you the story. You know, you guys know my little Brooklyn, my little child. She had a birthday back on the 19th. And her dad and mom took her and her sister to Pigeon Forge to Dollywood for her birthday. Well, that didn't seem to be quite enough for that child. No, it was enough for her mom and dad, but it wasn't enough for Nene. She came over here and I said, so you've already had your birthday party. You had it at Dollywood, so do you want me to just go ahead and give you your birthday present? Because I had ordered her some things. And she said, no, ma'am. She said, no, ma'am. She said, can you please just have me a party here because I want to have another party. And I want everybody to come and everybody needs to bring food and presents. So I said, well, I can do that probably, but I need to check with your mom and make sure that, you know, that's okay with them and all of that. And she said, oh, it's fine with them. I know. So that's my little girl. I'm telling you. That's my little Brooke. She is a mess. And so she sent out an email to everybody. She has a little, it's not a phone, it's one of those little iPad things. So she sends out an email to everybody and says, my party is Monday. We're going to have it while we have our Memorial Day bash. That's what she called it. And you need to bring, she said, this is the order that we're going to do things in. First, we're going to eat. Then I'm going to open presents. Then we can go swimming. So she's already got it lined up in her head. Miss Bossy Pants. She is a mess. Isn't that going to be pretty? And that may be upside down, but I kind of like that flower hanging down like that. I like that. So there's another. And let's see. I think I might. Let's see if this will make a big tag. That's a small one. I don't know if this, oh yes, it's going to be just the right size to make a big one. So let's just go ahead and make a big tag out of this. I'm not going to make too many tags and pockets because in traveler's notebooks, I don't usually include a ton of tags and pockets because a lot of times people like to add their own ephemera and things like that to them. So I usually leave them a little bit more blank than I do other things, other journals. And I know this is probably seems like a backward way to do it. A lot of people add their pages and all of that, and then they turn around and do pockets and tags and things. But I just thought I would get started on it. Because as long as you have your size, you can start cutting and putting things together. Now I need a backing for this. So let's see what we have here that I can use for a backing. We can use a Tim Holtz piece here. So I'll probably make like 3 tags for each, 3 pockets for each, and then some other types of ephemera. I don't know why I'm doing that. I should be gluing it down to it. It's pretty. Now we need a backing. So I think I'll use more of Betty's paper, not that one. I don't think that one will be wide enough. A piece of this on the back, you can write on that. And this is just a piece from my stash. It actually was some backing for some ephemera that came in, and we had to separate the ephemera to send it out, so we just took all of these out because they wouldn't fit in the package. So I kept a few of them, and I think we sold the others in packages, I believe. But if you're like me and sometimes you struggle to I was looking out because I heard a car out there, but I think my hubby's getting ready to go somewhere. If sometimes you struggle to make your tags and pockets and all of that, you just get to that point to where you don't want to make a bunch of them, then this is the way to go. Go ahead and make you a template and then just start cutting them out and making them. It's easier than trying to decide, you know, look at your paper and try to decide how big do I need to cut this one, and then the next one you're going to have to decide again how big you're going to cut that one. So it's better to just go ahead and make your templates. Okay, now I need to make a pocket to hold that. I don't think that's the paper that actually goes with that collection, but it would be pretty. I'm thinking I might make the pocket out of this, and then I can decorate it a little bit. And I may even leave that top portion on there. I don't know. What do you think? It's a little bit off color. I mean, it's not the exact color of the brown that's in there, so let's just take it off. I'll cut it off. Now, my pocket needs to be 4 by 5, but if I don't have enough of this to make it 4 by 5, then I may make a shorter pocket. And I don't think I'm going to have enough to make it 4 by 5 if I cut that off. But I can make it 3 3/4, maybe. No, it's going to be right at 3 3/4. And yes, I saved that. Isn't that pitiful? Okay, now let's make it 5, and I'm going to go ahead and make another one 5 while I'm at it, since I've got the paper here. Yeah, that should work. Now what we're going to do with this is grab our scoreboard, and I've got a little scoreboard somewhere, and I have put it somewhere that I couldn't even tell you where it is. I haven't seen it since the move, or since the remodel. Now, I'm going to put it on the 5-inch side, and I'm going to score at 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to score at 4 1/2, and then I'm going to turn it one turn, and you need to make sure it's on the bottom if you've got a directional paper. And then I'm going to score on this one, since it was a little bit shorter. It's actually 3 5/8, so I'm going to score at 3 1/8, and that'll give me about 1/2 inch on the bottom. That up there. I'm going to go ahead and fold and burnish this. These are some quick and easy pockets, and they just hold more than just a flat pocket does. Yes, you can make a pocket just flat, and you know, these are going to be kind of flat, but these hold a lot more of your ephemera and holds a larger tag. Like if you've got a tag that you've got some flowers and things on, you can slide it down in one of these without having to worry about the flowers getting caught and tearing off and that kind of thing. So I like making these. Alright, let's go over that one more time. Now I just cut the corners, as you saw. I like to do that. And then I also like to cut these little corners up here at the top. I just cut them at a little angle, just like that. That just helps when you glue it down to keep your tag from catching on that. Now let's see, where's our tag? See if our tag is going to go down in there. Oh yes, it's going to fit perfect. Perfect, perfect. So let's go ahead and ink this. Oh wait, first we need to punch out our little pull there, and I'm going to use my Molly punch. There There we go. Got our little pull out. Then I'm going to ink it. And there is our little pocket. Now I'm going to go ahead. I'll have this pocket ready when it's time to put it on the pages. I'm going to go ahead and put my score tape on here. And I'm not going to pull the backing off until I get ready to put it down in my journal. See? Now that pocket is ready to go, other than putting a few little embellishments on the front. So what shall we put on the front of this? I'm thinking of what I have right here. Let's look in this little box. I've got some just odds and ends in here that I haven't distributed out yet to my journals, ephemera journals. So we might be able to use some of this. And I don't have a clue which way that flower is supposed to go, but it doesn't go the way that I want it to go. Let's see. Like I said, these are just odds and ends that I collected up and just stuck them in here for the time being. Okay, let's look further. Put that back up. Let's look in here. No, that's my butterflies. I don't want just a butterfly on it, I don't think. So let's look in here and see if we see anything that we might want to put on there. I'm not sure what all I have in here, but oh, I love that, but it's a little bit too big. See if the blue is the only thing that, oh, well, there's blue in those flowers. That tag right there. Start to say the blue is the only thing that's kind of not working, but there's blue in that especially when you pull it out. So let's see what else. Okay, we got in these vellum pads today or yesterday, one day, and this one is Vintage Stories and this one is Beyond Science, and I'll show you a few things in them. I'm going to be using them, so look at that. Well, I like that one. I may use that one. Isn't that pretty? All this is vellum. We got 3 different colors, I believe it is. Ooh, that's pretty too. May have to use that one. Piece of that. So yeah, you have, well, no, you have 2 colors. You have the brown and then you have that white. And then in this one, you have the brown and then you have the white. And they're, this one is more like the steampunk kind of thing. Science geared toward that, but I just love vellum, so I don't care. It doesn't matter to me what's on it. So I think I'm going to put a piece of this down, and I'm going to make sure that I get that little birdie right there. Ooh, I like how this feels. So the reason I'm going ahead and decorating this pocket up is so it will be ready to go when I start to put everything in my journals or in my little traveler's notebooks. I want it to be ready to go, ready to go. I'm going to use my ruler, wherever my ruler might be. So we'll tear right down through here. This has got almost a gloss to the top of it. It's so pretty. It's like a pearl. It looks almost like a pearl. And I know even if I tried to show you in the camera, you wouldn't be able to see it, probably. Maybe. See that pearlescent? Isn't that pretty? It's gorgeous. First time I've had these from Prima, I think. And I've ordered more. We sold quite a few last night in the sale, but I have ordered more because they're so pretty. Alright, I've got a little bit of Barely Arts glue in here, and I'm going to use it for my vellum. This little ticket we'll put right on top of that. I've got to change my ink pad again. It is starting to lose its little pieces. Oh, I'm going to cover my bird. I don't want to cover my bird. Okay. We may not put this on there. Okay, let me lay that upside down right there. I want to put something else because I don't want to cover my little bird. We'll have a bird and a butterfly, both. I don't mind that, so I'm going to put that down. I don't think I'm going to cut out that little piece there, a little hole. I don't know. Do I need to cut that little hole out? All right, I think I know what I'm going to do. We'll see how this works. I'm going to go ahead and punch my little hole out of there. And that's a big hole, not a little hole. Okay. Then I think I'm going to let this tag stick up just a little bit, like that. And I'll put a little string through it. It's not going to hinder this one from going in there. It's just going to be something a little bit different. So that's what we're going to do. Going to be a little different. I could put another little pocket here to hold it, but I really don't want to do that because that would cover up some of my vellum too, and I don't want to do that. So we're going to do it that way. And then we'll put a little piece of string or twine or something through there when we start to put it down. I'm not going to put it through there right this minute, but we'll do that when we start to put it down. Right now I'm going to try to get the other part of that little hole cut out there. Now then, okay, so that one is done, other than putting a topper on this. And I did get that tag a little bit crooked, but I don't think, yeah, we did move it a little bit, didn't we? That's the good thing about Barely Arts. You do have just a few seconds to move it. Okay. Oh, I think that'll be cute. So there's that one. It's a little bit different, just a different kind of tag. All right. So let's make, what are we going to make now? I think that will be enough for this one, because that is 2 pockets and no, 3 pockets and 3 tags. So I think that's going to be enough for that one, and then we'll do the ephemera and all that separately. So I'm going to lay that one aside, and then let's go to this one. We've got some paper left from that one. I'm thinking I'm going to make some tags like this. That's from the same collection. It's just not that same paper. So we'll cover this. Let me go ahead and close this up because I want to save that for my vellum since I can't get any more right now. And yeah, I like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this one on here and make a tag out of that one. You can tell this is the cover that I tore up from that paper pad. I've got my little scribbles on the back of it too of something else I was going to be making. Alright, now we can go ahead and cut this out, and then we'll cover the back. And I probably won't make this video really long since we are having a few issues getting some things uploaded, just so that it won't be, 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm still trying to upload a video. So I'll probably cut it a little bit shorter than my norm. And then we can always get one up tomorrow, hopefully. Maybe if I call them tomorrow, they can figure out what the issue is. And they may just say that it's YouTube. They may say, we don't have any problem, it's YouTube. And, in that case, there's really not anything that we can do. Because YouTube has been having some issues lately. So, okay, we've got 2 of those. We need to make some side tucks. So let's get our little template for our side tuck. And just going to be just wide enough right there. But I don't think I want to make it out of the same paper. It's going to be a little bit too matchy. I think I might, let's see if I've got some blue paper. I think it would be pretty to make it out of a blue. Is that a blue? That's more of a purple, isn't it? I'm thinking this is gonna work. I'm gonna make it work. It's a little bit different color, but it's okay. It'll work. It's from the same paper collection. And then let's just make a pink one because this does have that pink in there. It'll be all right. This is just a quick and easy way to make your tags and pockets. And of course, you know, we've got lots of templates. Most of them are free over on our blog that you could use to make all different kinds of tags and pockets. This is just the ones that I'm making for this, but you could use different ones. You wouldn't have to use these. Let's see. Do I want to make another one like that? Or do I want to make another one different? Not sure. I'm not sure. I might just use a piece of this and make a tag out of it. I know this actually goes with the other paper collection, but no, wait a minute. I'm going to use this piece. I had forgot that I had this one. This should fit that big tag perfect, and it does. So that's what we're going to use. Quick and easy. Instant tag other than putting the inside and the backing on it, but we've got it cut out anyway. Let's see, that's another one. Okay, let's go ahead and cut some inside pieces. Right, now we can glue this down to that, and you could have not cut it in the beginning and just glued it down to a piece of paper, but you know me, I get started talking and thinking and I do things backward. It's really getting dark looking outside. May start raining again. It rained a little bit earlier. I think I'm going to glue this down on the back. Yeah, it's wide enough. You can write on that. And if you want to put just the little toppers on this, or if you want to put lace, or if you want to cut that little opening and put some kind of trim in there, you can do that too. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with mine right yet, so I'll probably wait until I start adding them to my pages, and I'll probably do the pages tomorrow. I may not get all of the pages, put in all of them, but I'll do as many as I can tomorrow. Okay, so we can write on that, and then there's front side, so we'll go ahead and put some ink on there. And I may stitch around some of these, and then I may not. I don't know. It'll depend on how it strikes me. If I've glued them really well, then I won't need to, but who knows. Okay, that's glued to there, so we do need to put a backing on it. And you can make these up in a hurry in the beginning, and then when you add your pages, you've got your ephemera, or basically your pockets and things, ready to go, so that you don't have to spend a lot of time then making them. So you can make, you know, batch make these, mass make them, and then you have a bunch of journals and things ready to sell if you sell them, or if you give them away at Christmas or whatever. It's just a good way to get ahead. And I like Streamline if I can get it, especially on things like this, because this is one of the things that takes you the longest when you're making journals and things, is your ephemera and your tags and pockets. So if you can streamline it, then that helps you out. So there's that one. That one is finished. Lay those up there and get rid of some of my garbage here. Okay, these two are done. We just need to ink around them, and then we could put a little embellishment on them, or we can just wait. And I may wait and put, you know, I'm pretty sure that I want to put a flower on them, but I may wait and just cut out some of these flowers and put on there. I'm not sure, but I think on these I'll just kind of lay them aside and wait until I get my pages in, and then I'll put my pockets down, and I'll be ready to insert these and see what I want to put on them. I might not put anything on them except a word. I don't know. It'll depend on what my pages are going to look like. Oh, I need to put a backing on that because I've still got my writing on it. Let's just put another piece of blue. That'll work. Tag topper tucks. That's what we were going to do some of. And some of these little tags would look cute having that little tag topper tuck on them. Oops, I almost glued that to the wrong side. Did you see me? Oh, I think it's raining again. Can you hear it? Yep, it is raining again. Someone told me that they really, really liked to hear when it rained, that they could hear it over the mic, and that they liked that sound because they live, I think, in California or somewhere where they don't get a lot of rain. So if it ever rains really, really hard, I'll try to get it on. Ooh, that's a pretty piece. I won't throw that away. I'll try to get it on the video, or if nothing else, just a microphone, and tape it for you guys. So, you know, might be something you want to listen to. And maybe I put it on my video one day when I'm just doing something real repetitive where I put, you know, where I speed it up. Might do that. That would be fun. Okay, we've got pockets for these two, so we just need to make a pocket for this big guy. So let me see what I'm going to use to make a pocket for the big guy. Yeah, it must have been raining because I think my hubby just come flying to the house on his tractor. He had been out trying to get a little mowing done, but it's been raining off and on all day today. So I think he's stopping because it's raining. All right, I think we might use this. I know this is not actually any of the paper that came with that kit there, but I think it'll look okay to have that in there, and then we can have something else on here. I don't think it matters which way we use it. All right, I'm going to cut this down to 5 inches. And I think I'll cut the other end. I like that watery look there better, I think. Is that 5? Yep. And then we'll save that piece back. Okay. Let's see if that's straight. It doesn't look straight. Yep, it's straight. All right. Now we will get our scoreboard, and I'm going to find my little one so that I won't have to keep dragging this big guy out. We're going to score at 1/2 on both of the long sides. 1/2, and then on the bottom, whichever one we're going to use for the bottom. I guess I'll use this one. This paper's not real directional, so it doesn't matter. I'll score it at 3 1/4 because that was actually 3 3/4. I'm just scoring a 1/2 inch on all of them. And I'm going to go ahead and cut my little corners out. Okay. And we'll go ahead and trim this up here too. Now you can go ahead and fold. And fold. And fold. Like that. And we'll go ahead and punch our little pull. And that's got some of those colors in it. It's got some of the pinks and the purples and all of that in there. So that I think that's going to look really pretty. As a little pocket. And then we can always put something else on it. Some words or some flowers or something. To decorate it up a little bit more. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my score tape on there. So I'll have that ready. And this is the 1/2 inch score tape, and we do have plenty of this in stock, and this is on sale at 20% off right now, as most of our store is. Everything except our merchandise and anything that's already sale. and I'll put the code below, but you have to make sure that you use all caps, all capital letters, because it's very sensitive. Okay, and then so we'll put something on there to kind of make it blend. We'll put some greenery or something on there. So that is our pockets for that one. All right, I think we'll do, let's do another. Maybe we'll make this one. I think that may be all that I get a chance to do today without keeping you guys here forever. So this one, this paper was Roses and something from Stamperia. I can't remember what the name of it is, but I think these would work well in there. I could just cut those out, maybe a couple of them to use. You can see they're about the right width, and then I could just make some pockets to insert these in. And if I want to make a side tuck pocket, I can. Okay, I'll just decide which ones I want to cut out. I think I want to cut this big rose out. Can y'all hear it raining? I'll have to be quiet in a minute and see if you can. It's really light right now, so it's raining. I love rain. Okay. I'm just cutting 3 out. We might use 3, but if we do, we'll have them. We could go ahead and cut the rest of them too if we wanted, but I think I'll leave that for now. And then I'm going to use, let's see, what am I going to use to make some pockets for that? So we'll just decide what we want to use. We could use the back of that. See, I love that right there. That's just gorgeous. That would make some beautiful tags, would it not? And then we could always make some pockets out of this. I might can make a corner pocket out of that right there. Yep, one of those little tucks. And these you really don't have to line. If your paper is any thickness at all, you don't have to line these to make pockets out of them. And I'm not lining them at all, because this paper is kind of thick. It's good. So it doesn't need it. Okay, and I think we might make a tuck maybe here. Yeah, let's just make another tuck there. I'm going to try to save that banner right there. Okay, there's 2 of those. And let's see. We can use these for the large pocket, but we're not going to be able to use them in this. So we're going to need to make some smaller tags. I don't think I have another, let me look. No, I don't think I have another page that has the little tags. Hold on. Now, the other pages that I have are, the tags on that one are even larger, so that won't work. But I saw this sheet over there, and I thought that might work well for a pocket, or that one. And even, well, that's a little bit bright red. I don't think that one would. We'll save that one for that other one. But I think either one of these would work okay for a pocket. But I'm thinking I might make a large pocket out of that right there. It's got the same colors in it. Doesn't come from the same paper collection, but it does have the same colors. So let's grab, oh, we don't need to grab anything except my trimmer. Just trying to figure out what I'm doing here. I did cut a template for that big one. It's somewhere buried here, right here. I could use that and just cut it out, but I find it's just as quick to do this. And then I can just cut it all the way across. I might want to make 2 pockets like this. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do one more. Yep, I think this is going to work well for a pocket. It's going to look a little bit different than the outside, but it's got the same color, so it's going to match. And I'm just scoring it a 1/2 inch on 3 sides is all I'm doing. I know I'm not telling you every time, but that is all that I'm doing. I'll go ahead and fold these so that I can see it a little bit better. It's getting quite dark in here too. I know I've got a shadow behind me that's reflecting on here, but that's what happens when it gets dark and my backlight comes on. Okay, now I don't know. Let's see if these tags will fit in here. Oh yeah, that fits perfect. I like that. I didn't get my little pull exactly in the center, did I? You know what? We're going to make it a little bit bigger, I think, so that it looks a little bit more centered, maybe. Or I may be messing it up. No. There we go. It just made it a little wider, and that's okay. Listen. There's that rain. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, and then we can put something on here, either some flowers or a butterfly, whatever. Look at that. That works well, and it matches. I've got these little giblets all over my shirt. All right, let's go ahead and do this one. And that will probably be all that we'll do for this little journal, or this little traveler's notebook. I keep calling it a journal, and it is a journal. It's just, a lot of people call them TNs, and if I call it a journal, they're not going to know what I'm talking about. But they're the same thing. It's just different sizes. These are a little bit narrower than the regular journals, which some people really like. Excuse me, because they can tuck them in their purse or something like that. Let's see if I can get this one a little bit more centered. Oh, I need to put the score tape on the back of that, and then those will be ready to go. And if you don't have score tape, you can glue these down with regular glue. You just need to, of course, wait until you get everything ready, but you can use regular glue. I just like score tape on things like this because I can prepare them ahead of time and just leave them, and nothing's going to dry out or anything. So for this one, we're going to have 2 larger pockets, and then there's 3 tags here. We may not use one, and then one we might just glue it down onto a page. Who knows? So we've got those. And then we've got these 2 little tags. Oh, did we not make the bitty tags? We didn't make the mini tags to go on that, so we've got to make some mini tags. Well, there's one that we can make right there. But I do need another, and I don't think that's big enough. We're going to cut it out of this anyway. This is a little bit shorter, but it's not going to matter. It'll be fine. We'll just have a shorter tag in this pocket. But it's not like they're going to be side by side, so it's not going to make one bit of difference. I know one I want to do right there. So I'm going to glue that one down right there. The other, I'm not sure. Let me see. Oh, come on now. You didn't stop up that quick. And no, I do not put my pen back in my glue every time when I stop using it. I don't think there's a need in it. Sometimes I have to pull that little goob out of the end. But if you have to do that, that's fine. Just pull it out. If this stops up, just take it to your sink, unscrew it, take it to your sink, and use some hot soapy water. It'll clean right up. You can put it back down in there again. I just don't have time to stop and put my topper back in my glue every time and then take it out every time I'm going to use it and then back and forth. I don't have that kind of time, so I leave mine out. And I've been doing it for, 3 or 4 years now, and I've never had a problem with it. Now, I will tell you, the Fabri-Tac, you will have a problem with that if you leave it out because your Fabri-Tac dries up. But if your Fabri-Tac dries up, just get some acetone, not fingernail polish remover. You need acetone. And just put some acetone in it, a little bit. Just add a little at the time. Don't add a ton. And it will unstop it, and it'll work great. No problem. Okay, I'm going to do this other one right up here at the top. So is this a quick and easy way to make pockets and tags? Make that template first, and then just go for it. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Oops. I left a little bit of the top showing there. Okay. Now, I'm going to put a backing on, and I'm just going to use this pink paper. I don't know if I put a backing on. Well, I didn't make a large one for this, did I? I love that. That's pretty. We don't have any more of this paper. This was some that we carried probably, I think we had it in the store maybe 4 or 5 times, and it's sold out completely, and I haven't been able to get it again. So do not throw away those little covers for your paper pads, your ephemera, the backings that your ephemera come on. You know, they always come in a bag, and they have this little backing piece. Don't throw any of that stuff away. You can use it to strengthen your tags, and it works wonderful. I don't like to use any kind of chipboard inside them because to me that's too thick. And I, don't put my book pages on the inside because I like my book pages to show. I don't want to use them on the inside of my tags. And that's just me. Some people do, and that's fine. But I save my book pages for other things. So that's why I just use these scraps. Otherwise, they would be thrown in the garbage. And I'd rather use them up as them get thrown away. Alright, so that's got 2 side tucks, 2 pockets, and then 2 of these large pockets, and then 3 of those. So that's plenty for that one. Okay? Alright guys, I think that is all I'm going to do in this video, just because I don't want it to be so long, because we are having some trouble uploading. And like I said, I don't know if it's YouTube or if it's our internet, if we're having some problems with the internet. I don't know what it is exactly. But right before I go, let me grab, I'm going to wipe this table off a little bit, make sure there's no ink on here, and then I'm going to grab a t-shirt and let you guys see it, so don't go anywhere. These are the shirts. Look at that coral. Isn't that pretty? Don't that look like spring and summer? Beautiful. Now these are from Port & Company. They're ring spun, fan favorite, 100% cotton. This is the large one, and then this is what's on the back. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I love it. Crafting is my therapy, because yes, it is. And I love this color, coral. This is my second favorite color other than teal. I love my coral. So anybody who guessed coral, we have a contest. If you guessed coral, then you get a 45% off coupon for a new shirt. But I'll have to look and see who might have guessed that. But let me show you also that paper pad that I was talking about. We've got more of these ordered. Now, all of these have sold out right now, I think, except one. They sold out as soon as we put them up. But this is from Crafter's Companion, and this is Signature Collection by Sarah Davies, and it's called Vintage Diary, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. And I'm going to show you kind of sideways so I can slide it back and forth. And it's got many, and I've already taken some pages out of here. It's got many pages. You saw me use that for a pocket a minute ago. Got, I think, 3 pages of each design. Isn't that pretty? And then there's the back. Look at that. Very pretty. And see, the back is it's a color that you could write on. Look at this. Somewhere she slipped in that teal just for me. I know she did, Sarah, if you're watching. No, I don't think she even knows who I am. But that is so pretty, isn't it? I love it. Slipped in that little bit of teal. Look at that. See that smoke color on the back? Isn't that pretty? This is the one that I made the journal with. That page. And then there's the back. And then this one, look at that. And I know you're saying, why are you showing me this if they're all sold out? Well, we've got more on order. So hopefully they will be in very, very soon. Look at that. It's just, you know, things right now, I'm telling you, everybody is out of everything. There's just so many manufacturers that are not working or even working half staff, and it's just hard to get things. Look at that. Sarah, you did a wonderful job on this. And like I said, I know you don't know who I am, but you did a fantastic job on this collection. It's beautiful. And it is very thick, too. I think it's got 48 pages in here, and they're double-sided. Double-sided. And look at that one. And then this one. Look at that. Look at all of that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, we got one more. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, that is the paper collection. And like I said, it's called Vintage Diary. And I think all we have left right now, unless somebody's bought it in the last little while, is one. But we will be getting more as soon as they are out. The manufacturer is having to send more to our supplier. And then I will cut all of these out and use them too. You know me. I won't waste that. So we will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And please hit that subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. And if you want one of our shirts, go over there and grab it now because they are going fast. There's only, I think, 1 of the XXX and then 7 of the 2X and 1X. And maybe the large left, and that's it. So go grab one in a hurry. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.